We are out here finding Sasquatch. Whoa, what was that? Do you think Bigfoot exists?
Starting to think so. Not sure.
I don't know.
You can hear strange noises in the night and not really know what they are. People have found footprints, and they found little hair samples, you know, on the tree bark. So yeah, I think he's out there. We would go up into the mountains, and I was absolutely certain that he came knocking at my cabin door.
Do you think Bigfoot exists?
Sure.
Why do you believe that?
Just like other beliefs. You believe God exists?
Stories of Bigfoot or Sasquatch are as different as the environment in which he lives. Accounts of the hairy ape man are found in every continent except Antarctica. This year, my family took a trip to LJ, Georgia for our spring break. Turns out, northeastern Georgia is a hotbed of Bigfoot activity. So I decided to use my spring break to do my own investigation to discover the truth of Bigfoot. Hello, my name is Nicholas, and we're here on our journey to Georgia to find Bigfoot. Right now we have stopped and ooh, look it, it's some Bigfoot scat. Wait, no, that's dog poop. Never mind. We are now in Georgia, next to Piggly Wiggly, and we think that Bigfoot likes to eat pigs, and we might be on his trail now. We are in Georgia now by our cabin. We are in the middle of nowhere, so no human being can see us. This is the greatest place Wait, what? Bigfoot threw chairs down the mountain. Oh, Bigfoot! He must very hate chairs. My interest in Bigfoot started with the stories my grandmother used to tell me.
Well, that was my experience when I was in that cabin, and it was late at night, and there he was, thump, thump, thump on the porch, and it really scared Grandma. I peeked out the window, but it was so dark, the moon wasn't even out, so I couldn't see him, but then I heard more thump, thump, thump off into the woods.
Inspired by my grandmother's experience, I decided to search in the forest around our cabin. This is a perfect Bigfoot habitat. All I needed to do was to keep an open mind and a keen eye, and I'll be sure to find evidence of the elusive ape man. We know Bigfoot likes to drink water. If we follow the trail, it might lead us to where he lives. This is really cool. It like Bigfoot hit this down. He was probably trying to get some stuff out of the tree or something. That's really cool. The only thing that could have done this is Bigfoot. I think we're on the Bigfoot's trail because there's this ancient tree that looks like he knocked down. And fungi is Bigfoot's favorite snack. We're definitely on his trail because there's fresh water for him to drink and fungi for him to eat. This is good. We're now definitely on Bigfoot's trail. There's a huge booger that he left. That might have some clues that we're really close to him. You're out here trying to figure if this fable is true. If you throw a rock down, will Bigfoot throw one back? Let's see. Yeah, I thought that was a dumb idea too. Encouraged by my success in the woods, I decided to investigate an area close to our cabin with a connection to Bigfoot. Just off of North Lake Drive, nestled in beautiful mountain valley, lies Lake McClure. According to local legend, 142 years ago, Jethro McClure, looking for peace and tranquility, settled his family here. Late one night, Jethro heard a commotion outside. When he went to investigate, he found the ground around the outhouse covered with a soapy substance and a large mat of hair near the outflow of the lake. When the sun came up the next morning, there was no trace of the soap, the hair, the outhouse, or the McClure family. Perhaps I could find some clues to this 142-year-old mystery. This is something incredible. We found a waterfall for the mamas to bring their babies to bathe. And we also found something even more interesting. A huge waterfall for the parents. The discovery of Sasquatch bathing site was a major piece of solving the puzzle of the McClure family disappearance. Jethro McClure unwittingly moved into Bigfoot's bathroom, and Bigfoot was none too happy. Perhaps we should remember the lesson of Jethro McClure and never pee in someone else's shower. I decided to seek information from some locals. My first stop was the Lily Pad Village. If you met Bigfoot in the woods, what would you think he would look like?
He would probably look like a big, hairy, like a big, hairy ape dog. Well, I just know that the Bigfoot TV show has come up here to North Georgia, and they've done some, shows on Bigfoot and some exploring. So if they've come up here, I think there's a good chance that Bigfoot could be out there. Right? Yeah.
Then I traveled to the Iron Bridge General Store and Cafe to speak with the owner, Charlie, who had a Bigfoot tale from Florida.
They had an old dump site in Florida. They still never did find out. A lady had a nursery, and something must have spooked it. And it ran right through the middle of the nursery. It tore everything down. They never did find out what it was, and this nursery was probably 8 foot tall. They totally destroyed it. One day someone will get him on camera.
Finally, I went to the source, the Bigfoot Museum, to see what answers I could find. And boy, I found some utterly amazing stuff. The evidence was overwhelming. Who can argue with Bigfoot's butt print? Then I met the man himself. No, not him. I met
David Becerra. I'm a Bigfoot hunter.
Do you think Bigfoot exists?
Yes,
Why do you believe that?
because too many people have seen them for them not to exist.
Have you ever known anyone who has seen Bigfoot?
Yes, me, my wife, and that nice lady that works over there with us, Isabella Irwin.
Tell me about that.
I was on an investigation in Alva, Florida in 2011. Commercial fishermen had them coming on his property, and we set up a tent in his backyard a little bit after dark. About 2 hours later after that, we saw 2 of them come out of the swamp and were peeking at behind trees at us. We watched them with thermal for about 11 minutes. We all took turns watching them.
If you met Bigfoot in the woods, what would you think he would look like?
They all look differently. They don't. It's not like a bear or an otter where you've seen one that you've seen them all. Some are skinny, some are kind of chunky, some have a kind of a mean face, and some have a very innocent face. Some are red, black, white. Some have very light skin like we do, and some have a very dark skin. So they all look different.
If Bigfoot and Chewbacca got in a fight, who do you think would win?
Bigfoot.
Would you like to add anything else?
Yes. So Bigfoots are in every state. People see them all the time, but they're afraid to tell anybody. So we have the impression that Bigfoots are rarely seen, when in fact they're seen almost every day in every state. It's just that people don't know where to go and tell somebody. Yeah.
After our interview, David gave me a poster about the Foggy Creek Monster, a movie about Bigfoot. The poster now hangs on my bedroom wall. So I set out to see if Bigfoot was real. After my investigation, I have to say yes. The belief in Bigfoot is absolutely real. As to whether an ape man lives in the woods behind your house, I encourage you to do your own investigation.